Good morning all. Today we will discuss about tuning of PI gains. So many scholars are requesting me about the tuning of PI gains. I mean they require the exact process of tuning of PI gains. See, many methods are there for tuning of the PI gains. The basic method is ITSC method. See, ITSC method means integration of time square error. Integration of time square error means we will take the time and we will take the error square then integration, because see, mm, this is x-axis, uh, this is x-axis, and basically for best pi gains means we have the minimum error. I mean very less error. Like I require 60 volts. Like assume that I required 100 volts. So if I will get the 90 volts, my error is 10. If I will get 110 volts, my error is minus 10. So error may be positive or negative. So by taking integration of only error, it may comes either positive or negative. So we don't know whether it is increasing or decreasing. So if I will take the error square, then only positive values only I can get it. So my aim is minimum error square time is the my requirement. So when I plot it, it will come like this. So this is my best PI gains. This position is my best PI gains, because at this point only I can get the minimum error square or error. So error square means always positive. This is the positive values, always positive. And the integration I am taking, so it will add the initial value and then after some time, I mean up to the time it will take the integration. So the summation of all possible errors, it will get the integration. And for complete tuning of my PA gains, I have to keep my time as a constant. So this is the display. I can see the display value whether it is more or negative compared to my previous KP and KI. So yet see, this is a simple boost converter. I am explaining you the tuning of PI gains for simple boost converter. So first we have to design the our controller or our plant properly. If the logic is correct, then only the tuning of PI gains will work. If your logic is wrong, then it won't work. See, here my logic is I am taking my output voltage and I am comparing with my reference. This is my reference. Up to 1.5 seconds I require 200 volts, then after that 300 volts. So this error is giving to my PID. So for best value I am taking 1 by 100, because I require the nominal values, or like you can assume that per unit value. My input is 100 volts and this error is going to the PI. You can use either PI or you can use either PID, but here I am keeping as a derivative gain as a 0, so I am talking about only PI gains. So after that saturation, why saturation is required, why the construction is like that, I explained in you my previous videos in boost converter and buck converter. Many videos I made it on boost converter and buck converter. And here the PID is generating my duty cycle. So based on this duty cycle I am generating the pulses. Let us assume if my input is 0, I mean my output is 0. Initially my output is 0, I required 200 volts. So error is more. At initially error is more. So randomly it will generate some value. So because when error is more, PI PI will take like see, like my KP, like let us assume my KP and KI. If I will put this is a 1 and this is 3, sorry, this is my duty cycle. Let us assume if my error is 2, at initially my error is 2. So what will think 1 into 2 plus integration of 3. My duty cycle is 1 into error into kp, 2 into 1 means 2 plus my ki into integration. So initial integration value is 0 because my previous value is 0. Integration means the adding of the previous value, that is 0. I am assuming 0. So my duty cycle is 2. If my kp is like 0.5, then I can get duty cycle as a 1. So based on this duty cycle, I can generate the pulses and I can operate. So once it is started, my output may reach up to 150 volts because my input is 100 volts and I require 200 volts. Maybe it is 150. So let us assume if it is 150, then I require 200. So my error is now 50. So 50 by 100. 50 by 100, it will come like 0.5. So now my error is 0.5. So 0.5 into 0.5. 0.025. 0.025. So once 0.025 plus 3 into integration. 3 into integration means 3 into previous value. Previous value, what is the previous value? It is 1. So 3 into 1. So my output is now 3. 3.025. So 3.025. With this duty cycle, but the maximum duty cycle I kept at the saturation value, so it will come the maximum duty cycle as a 1. Like in boost converter we are keeping as a 0.9 or whatever maybe. So with the maximum value it will come. So with the maximum value, this output will go beyond the 200. Now let us assume my output is 250 volts. So it is comparing with 200, so my error is negative 50 means minus 50, my output is minus 50. So my error is 0 minus 0.5. So if my error is 0 minus 0.5, here also the error is coming, so into error, so 3 into 0.5, it is actually 1.5. So let us assume 1.5 or 1.5025 or 1.525, whatever may be. It is for approximation values I am taking. So this is minus 0.5. So minus 0.5 into kp, minus 0.25. So now what will happen? It will subtract the value because error is negative into kp. But error into, even though error is negative, but this ki is the integration, so it will give only the previous value, so it won't come to the negative. But due to kp value, it is coming to the negative. So my output will subtract to maybe 3, maybe 2.5 or something, because 0.05 into it is subtracting and it is taking the previous value. So for if I consider this is the previous value, now my error is 3. So even though 3, my duty cycle remains the maximum constant as a 1, again I will get the 250. So still my error is 0.5. So again it will subtract 3 minus 0.025. So now this is my duty cycle. So again for next iteration, still my error is minus 0.5. So it is come again 2.975 minus 0.025. So like this my PI controller is working. So once it is coming to my desired value, like let us assume my duty cycle is 0.7 is the best value to get my output is 200. Let us assume 0.7 is the best value. If once it is reaching the 0.7, my output of duty cycle output of PI is reached 0.7. In this case, if my output is my desired value or my target value, what will happen? My error is 0. So 0 into, at this time 0 into kp is the 0 and 0 into ki is the 0, but ki means integration is there. So integration of previous value still 0.7. So once my duty cycle is reached my desired value, now my output is reached my desired value when input is 0, input of PI, that error is 0. For all iterations my duty cycle will comes to the previous value. So this is the importance of ki. If there is no ki, once my error is reached 0, my kp reached 0 and my output will become 0 if there is no ki. If only kp gain is there. So with only kp gain, I will get like let us assume I require 200 volts, like this is the 200 volts. I with only kp I can get 200 volts, but again it will come to 0, and again I can get 200, I can get 0, because there is no kp ki, only kp is there. Once my output is reached my desired value, my error is 0, so output of kp into 0, the pi gain output will become 0, because of error is 0 means kp is directly proportional to my error is my output is directly proportional to kp into error. So with the help of ki only I can add my previous value, because if error is 0 means my previous duty cycle or my previous value of pi controller is sufficient to generate my desired output. So this is the value, this is the importance of ki. The importance of kd I will explain in my next video. So basically pi is working like this. So see the tuning. Now I will go to the tuning. So this is the thing that I don't know initially how much kp is required and how much ki is required. So initially I will keep my ki is something value like 0.05. If it is in per unit, your maximum values are till 1. So 0.05 I take, and if it is actual value you can go up to whatever it is desired value. But see, if error is very small, then only you can get the accurate value, because I require only my output is 0 to 1. I don't want to go my output beyond 1, because my duty cycle restriction is up to 1. If maybe sometime this PI, the error and PI output should be in inversely proportional. Like for constant power application, if voltage is increasing, current will reduce. In that case, I will compare my voltages, and if voltage is more, I have to reduce my current. So it is inversely proportional. In that case, this positive and negative will be in reverse. So but in boost converter it is not like that. It is directly proportional. If my error is more, I have to increase my duty cycle. That's enough. Sometime maybe error is positive, sometime error is maybe negative. So I take an error square. This is error into error. So error multiplied by the error. So I can get error square into time. This is the clock time, and this is the discrete integrator, because I am operating this in discrete mode. So discrete integrator, and this is the display. I am running up to 3 seconds. So initially I kept 0.05 and 0.01. My gain is 0.01. My kp is 0.01, and I will see how much value I can get in display. So for tuning of this complete PI gains, I have to maintain for constant time period, and I am tuning for particular application. So because the step change from 200 to 300 only I am tuning. You can tune it for only 200, or you can tune it for only constant value. It is not a problem. So let's see, it is 12.01. My output is 12.01. So now again I won't change my value of ki. Only I will change my value of kp to 0.03. Let us assume, see how it will work. And see, the basic thing is the kp will help you to reach your output quickly to your desired value, and your ki can help to minimize the oscillations. Steady state. These oscillations, the response time. The response time to reach the uh, desired value. To hold your output at the desired value will be helped by ki. The response to reach quickly to your desired value will help by the kp. So once again, if you now your desired value is now reached to 300. So again it will go like this. So this time period will be controlled by Kp, and the peak overshoot will be I mean do controlled by Ki. But if your Kp is more, it will quickly reach your output, but your K peak value will be more. If your Kp is more, peak value will be more, because one Kp is directly proportional, so it will directly multiplied. Previously we are explained it is directly multiplied. So let's think. Now it is 11.48. So my output is reducing 11.48. So it is reducing. Once it is reducing, I can still I can still increase my, or like 6. I can increase my Kp, because I am getting that I mean lower value compared to my previous. This is the lower value compared to my previous value. Because I required like this. I required every time I required lower value compared to my previous value. If it is the increasing, then I will stop it. I will stop the procedure and I will change the another value. So let us assume, sorry, this is the Kp. So let us assume I will make it like 6, and then I will run. So again I will see how much value I can get it. If you are changing your time, then it will be affected. So for complete tuning of PID, you have to maintain the constant value. Now see 10.68. So still I can get it the lower value compared to minimum. 10 point, sorry, how much? 10.58. 10.58. So I can make it like 0.1. I can randomly increase it. This is the random procedure and this is the manual procedure. Many other optimization procedures are there, but this is the basic value, and this can be followed by anyone. There is no restrictions over here. This is the basic method for tuning of the PID, and this will give the best values. And I am providing the reference, reference paper also in my description of the video. See, this is still 9.46. So I can increase further. But before that I will note down that 9.46. 9.46 is my output. 9.46. So still it is reducing. So still I can increase the Kp 0.5 or whatever I kept it. This is what 0.5. But for 0.5, see 56 is coming. So how change is there? 56. So suddenly it is increasing. So this is not the best value. So the best value is between 0.1 and 0.5. So I will reduce it 0.4. Maybe this is at 0.4. So again I will run the model for with 0.4. 0.4. See, if your logic is wrong, you cannot get the proper output with tuning of the PID. Means there is no useful to tune the PID gains or PI gains if your logic is wrong. See, it is 41. So it is reducing to 41. So again still I will reduce to 0.3 or 0.2 because it is coming 41. So I will note down the 41. See, 41 is better than 56. So still I can reduce, because if I will reduce, maybe I can get the below 41. So I kept at 0.2. And with 0.2 I got it 7.1. So let's see 7.1. So 0.1 is not better compared to 0.2. 0.2 is the better because 7.1 I am getting. But 0.2 is the better compared to 0.4. Maybe at 0.3 maybe I can get the better value compared to 0.2. So I will make it 0.3 and I will check whether I can get it the better value or not. So with the 0.3 I am getting how much value? See, I am getting like more than 30, more than 23. So 0.3 is the 23. So that means maybe my best value is in between 0.1 to 0.2, or maybe 0.2 to 0.3. So for this I will make 0.15, and another one is 0.25. I will check it for this, for both of these values, because maybe because 0.1 I am getting 9 and 0.2 I am getting 7.1. So maybe the best value is in between 0.1 and or 0.2, or maybe 0.2 to maybe 0.3. We don't know exactly which one will be the better. So maybe 1.5, and 0.25 also I will check it, so I can get it whether it is in between which value. So see, at 0.1588 I am getting, see, 0.158 point something I am getting. So that thing, for 0.19 I am getting, 0.158 I am getting, and 2 I am getting 7.1. So maybe it is in between 0.2 to 0.15, or maybe 0.2 to 0.25. I will check it for 0.25. Then we can get the conclusion. So 0.25, 0.25. So I can get the conclusion whether it is in between 2 to 0.25, I mean 0.2 to 0.25, or 0.15 to 0.2. See, it is increasing, it is beyond 15. So it is 15.44, 15.44. So the value is less than 0.25 but more than 0.2, because 0.15 is also changing. So the value is in between these two now, 0.15 or 0.25. Like this you have to follow. Let us assume for 0.18 maybe you are getting the best value. Let us assume it is coming like 4.5 or something. Let us assume, because the time taking, it is the time taking process. So if you are getting the best value for 0.8, then for the kp, then note down. Now you have to turn into your ki. So you have to keep your kp as a constant of 0.18, and now your turn to increase your ki. Let us assume, but this is the your now initial value. You no need to compare with your previous value, because now you are changed your ki 0.08. So whatever you are getting the value now, this will be the your new output. You know, you should not compare with the previous values. So this is like 6.41. So now you are getting 6.41 for 0.18 and 0.08. So now I will change my ki to 0.2, because 6.41 I am getting. So whatever I am getting the output, those things I have to compare with 6.41, not to 4.5, because this is 4.5 is the for particular value of kp and ki. Now ki is increasing, so you should not compare with these two, because many changes are there in between these two combinations. So you have to compare with this 6.41 only with the kp, but still ki is the constant. Now ki is the this value, this is fixed one for this first iteration. So now 25, it is coming 25. So for 0.2 it is coming 25. So this is not the good value, because 6.41 is good. So maybe 0.0, maybe 0.1, maybe the best value of kp. I mean ki. 0.1 may be the best value for ki. Maybe. This is the process you have to I mean tune the complete kp and ki. This is the 5.86. So 5.86, sorry, 5.86 I am getting with 0.1. So compared to 0.08, 0.1 is better. Maybe 0.09 may be better, or maybe 0.15 is better. So 0.12 I will make it. Then I can conclude. I can conclude that I have to go for below 0.1 or above 0.1. 0.12 I can take it as a 0.12 of my ki. Then I can came to know whether I have to increase my ki beyond 0.1 or decrease my ki below 0.1. That I can get it by comparing with 0.12. See now 7.5. Now 7.5. So I should not go beyond 0.12. Maybe 0.9 or maybe 0.11, the combination. So 0.11 or 0.1102 or maybe many combinations are there. Let us assume for particular value of like 0.15, maybe let us assume maybe it is 0.115, maybe if it is sufficient value. For 0.18, again you have to fix your ki as a constant. I mean this combination is now better. So if it is better, again you have to change the little bit of this kp, and you have to follow the same procedure. So for 4 to 5 times you have to tune the kp, 4 to 5 times you have to tune the ki. Let us assume how much time it will take if your values are from 0 to 200 or 300. If my kp is like for 4000 or 5000 value, those values also will be there. Maybe 4000 or 5000 or maybe 2000 or 3000 or 200 or 300 of kp and ki. So let us assume how much time it will consume to tune the kp and ki properly. So actually it is time taking process, but it is the best process and the very easiest method to tune the kp and ki. If let us assume or maybe 4 or 5 kp and ki, maybe 4 or 5 pi gains are there. Let us think that if grid connected system, maybe 4 5 pi gains are there, like id controller and iq controller or vd controller, vq controller, many pi gains are included. So in that thing, which pi gains I have to tune first? That is the main problem or main question. So which pi is near to the output or near to the pulse generator? Because if inverter, then pulse generator can directly affect to your output. So which one is near to your pulse generator or output, that pi gains you have to tune uh, first. I mean first you have to tune those pi gains, then after that another. But before tuning up those pi gains, the rest of pi gains you have to keep it at constant values. So once, if like let us assume 4 pi controllers are there. So you are tuning two pi controllers simultaneously. If these two are tuned properly, then you can shift it to this another two. While you are properly tuned this pi, again you have to go for this first two pi gains, two pi controller, because with this pi again this will affect it to this one. If you are changing your parameters of capacitor and inductor, again you have to go for tuning up your PID. But these PI gains will work properly for changing of 200 to 300. Let's see. I am not getting the proper value after this. This is my instability. It is occurring because I am not tuning complete to my PI gains. But see, it is working for like whatever my output, it is working for fine. But let's think that, but if you are not getting your output properly, if many PIs are involved, that means some logic is missing or some PI gains are not supported to generate your desired output. I mean, if VD and VQ is there, it have to convert this voltage to current or current to voltage, or like induction motor speed to voltage or speed to torque or speed to flux or whatever. If it is inversely proportional or directly proportional. In case, let us for example, in case of D STATCOM, the reactive power compensation is happening. So the inverter is converting this AC to DC and this capacitor is taking caring about this thing. So in that case, ID is flowing in this direction. In case of PV connected grid system, your ID is flowing in reverse direction or IQ is flowing in reverse direction. In that case, you have to consider positive and negative in reverse mode. I mean the same inverter, whatever the current flows of DC components, like AC is the same thing but DC components. Based on that, your logic may be missed. Maybe you will take the same positive and negative for like motoring mode. Let us assume PMSM, permanent magnet synchronous machine is there. If you are operating that machine as a motor, your ID is in one, ID and IQ is in one direction. If you are operating that is PMSG, permanent magnet synchronous generator, in that case your torque is the input, not output. And it is working as a like a wind turbine PMSC based wind turbine. So wind turbine is generating the torque and the torque is the input to the machine, not output. So in that case, your ID and IQ is flowing in reverse direction because that is working as a generator. So in those cases, your logic means only the input of PI, not anything, only the input of PI. You have to compare input of PI is either positive or negative or positive. In case of single stage grid connected PV, if your voltage is more power have to be transfer. In that case, your output voltage have to be positive and your reference voltage have to be the negative. Your reference voltage will go to the negative, your output voltage of DC link is coming to the positive, because more DC link voltage is there, more current I have to transfer. But in this case, if I will take negative, more voltage is there means it will decrease my output, because negative gains is coming, it will decrease my output. So the logic is reverse in this case. If single stage PV connected grid system or single stage wind connected grid system or whatever may be the, if you are regulating the input of inverter, I mean DC voltage is regulating by the inverter, in that case your logic should be the reverse mode, not like exactly of this thing. But maximum people are teaching that always your reference value is the positive and your output value is the negative. But this is sometime reverse. Maybe your reference maybe will go to the negative, your output maybe will go to the positive. This will happen based on your logic and your operation of the PI controller. So once you are tuning like this, you will get the better value of PI. So this is the best value of your PI at this point. So you no need to go beyond this. Actually, see, this is occurring at here. It is increasing 15 or 8. It is increasing like that. So like 56 or 41, it is increasing like that. So this region is happening in increasing, and this region is happening in decreasing. So while decreasing, you can increase or you can follow whenever you are increasing or decreasing of your KP and KH, same procedure you have to follow for decreasing of this error square time. Why I take an error square? Because if it is coming negative positive or negative or positive or negative, I don't know which combination is better, like this one or this one, because sometimes it is negative. We are thinking that negative is the better. I mean -5 is better than 2, but actually -5 is not better. Only positive 2 is the better. So for understanding, I taken the error square. Error square means only positive values I can get it. Integration also I taken, because I have to add all the errors, then only I can get whether I am getting the better value or not. So integration of time, because for particular time only it will be affected. If more time I taken, more we have to take. But the thing is how much time we have to take it for tuning a PI. This is depends on your response time and your output time, how much time it is taking to stable your output, like this, how much time it is required, and these things. But basically you have to take the more time to get the accurate values. That is the thing. So this is the tuning of the PI gains. If you required, I mean any model or any video on particular thing, just please comment on the comment section, and please join our WhatsApp group so that we can get the models with free of cost, and you can get the help for the making the model of MATLAB in Simulink, or any help regarding the electrical domain, regarding the electrical domain. you can ask directly by joining in our WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp link or group link is given in description. Thank you very much.